Welcome back to the big show. All right, tell me if you've heard this one before.
No soup for you.
It's the best! Well, that line grew famous because of Larry Thomas, who plays the Soup Nazi. He is here in studio with us, but he is not alone. You also might recognize this man, the elusive and illustrious J Peterman from the catalog in Seinfeld. He played Elaine's boss. You might remember he runs off to Burma, leaves the magazine in Elaine's control. In the show, J Peterman is played by John O'Hurley. And today is a special treat because they are both here with us in studio.
Guys.
How are you guys? It's
fabulous.
Good to see
And
you.
how nice
Perfect.
of you to invite us here.
We are delighted that you're here. I just have to tell you, the only DVDs in my home are the full series of Seinfeld. They stay in a drawer where they are not allowed to
Preserved.
be touched because my husband believes that they are so important. Like, I mean, you guys have to just, everywhere you go, still, everybody knows every line. I don't think fans of a show know the lines better than Seinfeld fans. Do you think I'm right?
I would agree with you that the show was about language and the way that we colloquialize so many different phrases that are now part of the lexicon of the English language.
Yeah. Can you put into words, is it hard to put in words how much the show's changed your guys' lives?
Impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, I was lucky enough to have a couple of other moments like Dancing with the Stars and the National Dog Show and things like that. But it all came from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So much came from that. And I was going to add to what you said about people knowing the lines from the show. It's probably the only sitcom where people know the titles of the episodes.
Yes.
Oh, right.
You know,
Yes.
I know.
nobody knows the titles of the episodes of even Friends.
Yeah.
But with Seinfeld, they go like, oh, that's the Soup Nazi. That's the.
Yeah.
They remember.
Yeah. The only other show I can think of in recent history is Game of Thrones. That's about the only show I think people really know the titles of those episodes.
And what a funny show.
Wasn't it hilarious?
Stressed out.
Yeah,
So
it really
stressed
was
out.
great.
What I also think that's so funny about Seinfeld, as I go back and always watch, we always have episodes on in our house. You know, it's constant. And so when you go back, though, and some of them you realize are dependent, like the bits are dependent on the technology of the time. You think of like, there's this one of George in a Chinese restaurant, and he's missing a call from a date, and so he's trying to get the call at the restaurant. Do you remember this one?
Yes.
And my husband and I were laughing. We're like, that would never happen
No.
now because you'd never be waiting for a call.
To my memory, there was only one use of a cell phone, and it was Kramer down in the village, I think, holding a cell phone and communicating uptown with Jerry or something like that. But I think, to my memory, that's the only time, and you'll get people calling in and telling me. But I think that was the only time a cell phone ever. And I think that was part of the beauty of the show is that people had to talk and look each other in the eye.
Yeah.
And everything was about a conversation. People, you could have just put little bubbles up above everybody's head, and it would have been a perfect.
A cell phone would have solved a lot of the problems that episodes were based on.
I know.
Like the Chinese restaurant, or the times when they would be in the wrong movie theater and they'd miss each other. And if
Or
they
like
could have
leaving
just,
messages on the answering machine
Yeah.
that they were trying to break into houses to get.
See. Yes.
So yeah, a lot of. But then again, I meet people that are like, they weren't even alive when the show was airing, in prime time, and they love it. And I say, doesn't it bug you though that they could have solved their problems with something that you use every day?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
No, man, it's like old school.
Old school's the best school.
But it was about communication.
Yeah.
And it was about talking back and forth with each other, people sitting around in a room and actually having a conversation.
Yeah,
the
you're
best.
right. Well, listen, you guys are in town for a really special event tonight. It's happening tonight at the Saints game. Can you guys tell us about it, please?
Well, we're going to be at the park, and we're going to throw out he is going to throw out the first pitch.
I can tell.
And
with
I
the
am going to
jersey.
throw out the last pitch. I think that's much more interesting. I know it's really going to anger the coach of the team, but I'm throwing out the last pitch of the game.
You guys have been warming up those arms. So the game starts at 7:07. It's of course at CHS Field, and tickets start at $60. And you includes a meet and greet and this sick T-shirt. Everybody, wait for it. Wait.
Wait, there it
is. Wow.
Yep, old school right here.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's really fun. And you guys, you must like coming to Minnesota, right? I mean, we accept compliments about our state.
I'm a fly fisherman, so it's one of the great places to find a home here.
Oh, good. That's good. We have a little game that we're going to play with you while you're here. Is that okay?
Sure.
You're up for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so on Seinfeld, John, I don't know if you remember, you played J Peterman, okay?
That I remember.
He remembers. The man in charge of the J Peterman catalog. That's where Elaine works. So in one part of the show, you abandon your role. Elaine takes control of the catalog, and this is what she comes up with.
You put out the catalog? How bad could it be? What is that?
The urban sombrero. I put it on the cover.
Whoops-a-daisy. So in the
It's a good look.
Yeah, in the spirit of the urban sombrero, we're going to host a fashion show, okay? So you two are going to be challenged to come up with J. Peterman-style names and descriptions for various outfits that are worn by our staffers. We're calling it our Seinfeld Fashion Spectacular. Wow!
All right, should we bring out the first model?
Let's do it.
Where's he at? All right, Dr. Chuck Ells.
You know, you can watch
Chuck
Seinfeld on
Ells.
45 TV, so
That's
we
right.
like to promote that. And looked at Dr. Chuck Ellis.
Hello,
So
gentlemen.
if his look was in the J. Peterman catalog, what do you guys think?
It is well, it's a cross between a pharmacist's a decor and a flimsy burnous.
You know, I'll take that. But what about if I take off the lab coats to reveal the puffy shirts?
Larry, what do you think? Got any thoughts
I don't know,
here?
they're making those in New Jersey right now. They're manufacturing those.
That's right.
It is actually, and what I love is that the higher you lift, the baggier it gets.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
It's form.
It's made for television.
Yeah.
It really is.
It
It really
is.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks,
Yes,
Dr.
absolutely.
It's a great look.
No,
Yes.
thank you. Thank
You
you.
want to plug Seinfeld on 45
Well, yeah, of
TV?
course,
Yeah.
always. You should watch Seinfeld weekdays at 1 and 1:30 on 45 TV. These gentlemen are in it most of the time, and I've been trying to get them back to work as soon as they got here. Really, like, come on, we got to get back to that Institute of Laughter. Let's go. Let's go. This is
good.
All right, I'll move
Dr.
away for the
Chuck.
next guest.
Okay.
Okay, all right, let's bring out Ashley.
Yeah,
Ashley,
this
come on
is
out.
one of our producers. Now
Oh,
she
boy.
is dressed
That's avant-garde
for
now.
success. Yep. Thank you, Dr. Chuck.
No problem. No
For
problem.
helping Ashley get down the
Okay,
stairs.
Larry, John, any thoughts?
I'll start with you because this is more of a food element.
Yes. No muffin top, please.
That's all I have to say.
That's pretty good. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little dated.
It's
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit now.
yeah.
But it is, I mean, it's for a special occasion, I would think. So it
you
should
think?
go in like a special occasion section of the catalog that one would wear it. And
Yeah.
sure to make a statement.
The buttercream is definitely old.
It is, yes.
I like
yes,
the
yes.
cherry on top as well. That's nice. Thank
Do
you.
you have any idea what happens to a butter-based frosting after 6 decades in a poorly ventilated British basement? I have an idea what you're about to go through will be punishment enough.
Oh, boy. All right, just for fun, we'll bring out Cece. She's got one more outfit. If you can come up with something in a couple of seconds, you give it to us. What do you think in the J. Peterman catalog?
She is going to need help getting down those stairs.
I don't know where her arms are.
Well, by the way, she doesn't either, I'm sure. Yeah, this is pneumatic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the blow.
Might be a little much for this
That was-
TV show here.
That was the blowhole with the little golf ball. The sea was angry that day, my friend.
We call this the pork pie hat.
That's it.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. John and Larry,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Thanks for
being
having
silly
fun
with
with
us.
us.
Thank
you.
Really great. Okay, so again, if you want to meet these guys yourselves and trust us you do, head to the Saints game tonight. Here are the details again. The meet and greet is beforehand.
Yeah, that's right. You can also catch Seinfeld on Channel 45 after the noon news during our lunch hour from 1 to 2.
You can just laugh away. Okay.